Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. In this video I am going to be unboxing some supplies that have been sent to me. This company called Stationery Pal got in touch to ask if I'd like to do an unboxing of some of their products. They said to me they would like to send me anything that I would like to try out. So I had a look online and I was surprised to see there were actually some supplies that I was really keen to try out, and so I chose some things up to a certain value, and they have now sent me the box with the supplies in, and I thought it would be really nice to unbox it and show you what I have. And then also I hope to do a little bit of a swatch test as well. June is actually my birthday month, so I thought this is the perfect opportunity to try new supplies. And yeah, it was really nice actually that Stationery Pal got in touch and asked if I'd like to do this unboxing. So let's have a look inside. So it's all nicely wrapped. So I think it might be a birthday of Stationery Pal as well. And they've got a 4 on the candle. Let's have a look inside. So they've got a nice little postcard with a little note. So some of these things I did not ask for, so these are things that they've added. So a little cell phone bracket, a little bear. I'm sure that would be quite fun to stick on a key ring. A little clip. Some packaging. Oh, there's a little bobble hat. There's other bits in here. Another little key ring. And a little stamp that says sale on it. So those are all little things that I didn't ask for, but obviously they like to put in little gifts and such. Just get rid of this packaging. So it's very colourful packaging actually. Oh, there's something else here. There's a little pin. So very sweet. I'll remove that. A nice little confetti. Okay, so inside here, these are all of the items that I said I'd like to try. First up, we've got some washi tape. I wanted to try this because it's nice and thin and it's not shiny as well. I do have some washi tape which is nice and thin, but it's kind of got a shine to it, and it's a little bit distracting when you're painting with it. So this is great for masking out areas in your sketchbook if you want to make little studies of something. Okay, so on to the exciting products. These are from Zig or Kuretake, and they are brushables. I'll just read what it says. Unique dual-tipped brush marker offering 2 tones for great shading and lettering effects. They are water-based pigment, acid-free, light-fast, odorless, suitable on paper. So they're quite cool. All the items I chose were actually brush pens, because I use normally Ecoline brush pens in my work, so I wanted to actually try out some different brush pens. I'm thinking about using these more for landscapes or in buildings, that kind of thing. Next project I've got here, also from Kuretake, is the Clean Colour Reel Brush. They're a set of 6 colours. I think I saw these being used by Omar Wynne, and I really wanted to try them out, again to combine with my watercolours, and because they've got a precise tip, I thought they'd be really interesting to try out. So that would be fun. And then the final products I've got are these Tombow dual brush pens. It's interesting that I've never used a Tombow before, and yet I do see a lot of people using these. As I said, I use Ecoline brush pens, which are water soluble and you can layer them up and they kind of ink. So I believe they have a dual tip as well, and I think it would be really fun to try these. So they've sent me a landscape and also a tropical colour palette. So it's very exciting to receive these. Really grateful that Stationery Pal have sent them across to me. So I'm very excited to try all of these brush pens, and in the next part of the video that's what I'm going to do. Here we are, welcome to the swatching station. I have just masked up a piece of paper, gone a little bit mad actually, and masked it up with some grids. I was actually inspired by the packaging that was sent with the Tombow pens. Actually on the Tombow pens they do have little instructions for blending, that kind of thing. So I'm going to swatch some of the Tombows on here and see how I get on with them. So you can see Tombow has 2 sides. It's got a fine liner tip and a brush tip here. So let's have a go with this red. They are how I would imagine a felt tip to feel like. In comparison to Ecoline is a lot softer brush tip, but so yeah, they're very bright and you can see the pen marks as you lay it down. The paper I'm using is actually the paper that they've supplied. It's a very dark kind of colour, that one. 379, that one. Let's put that. Let's try this colour, 133. This is 192. And that's a nice pastel shade. Wow. These colours are super, super bright. Definitely tropical. It's 132. Ooh, that's a bright pink. Wow, these are going to be very interesting to incorporate in my work because they are very different to the Ecoline brush pens. From what I can see, they're a little bit firmer when you push, and the colour is very quite bright. Maybe just because of some of the colours that I've been sent, but also you can see kind of where the marks are as well. With the Ecoline, that kind of seems to blend a bit more, so you can't see as much of the marks. But it's definitely interesting to use. It'll be fun to use and see how I can incorporate them. I'm going to find this one as well. Same colour. So yeah, these are water-based, but they're not water-soluble. They're very bright, and I do actually quite like the effect that you can see the brush marks with them. It's going to be really interesting to try and incorporate them into my current kit, so I probably will need to experiment a bit more with them. Let me just take off the masking tape. This washi tape is coming off very easily. You can see you can see those colours are really popping on the white. And yeah, it's a really actually nice graphic-y kind of style. I think will really add to landscapes that I'm doing. But I really enjoyed using those actually, and the colours that they've got there are really nice and bright colours. So I'll come back to you on how I get on with those and how they work in my kit as well, and how I use them. I'm going to now have a quick look at the other two pens that I've got, and they're both from Kuretake, so we'll just do a quick little swatch of those. So these are called Real Brush, so yeah, they are. It's like using a painting brush actually. and you've got this colour coming, really nice bright colour. Wow, look at that beautiful colour there. You can see you can get quite texture feel with it, and they're very different to the Tombow. The Tombow are very firm with their brush, whereas this is much more like a painting brush. I'm going to see if these will blend. So there is a little bit of can blend them a little, although this, I'm not sure if this paper is right for doing this because there's a little bit of piling there, but you can kind of soften them a bit. See if I can. Yeah, I think these again will be really interesting to bring into some of my sketching work. Definitely really nice to use. Be interesting to see them on watercolour paper as well. This paper is very smooth, so may actually not bring out the best of them. You might actually see a better result on watercolour paper. But for a start, you can just see how they look. The colours are very bright as well, very vibrant. Okay, so now we've got these brushables. So they have basically a brush pen on either side, but they're a very similar colour, so they're different shades, I think, of the same colour. It's a nice kind of neutral grey and then just a slightly darker tone. So I can see how this would definitely be useful for adding shadows and ones where you want to just have a slight variation. I think this would also be good for if you just want to mark out quickly, like you're just doing a little sketch and you just want to mark things out. That'd be great for doing that. Again, the tip is firm, like the Tombow, very much like the Tombow. Yeah, you can see how it's actually quite nice to have such a similar shade. You can probably build up and blend up layers of these. They are acid-free, archival quality, and use pigment ink. They don't have a strong odour. Actually, none of these pens have a strong odour. So yeah, that is just a very quick look at these brush pens. Over the next few weeks I will probably be testing them a bit more and working them into my practice, into my sketchbook drawings. And yeah, if you're interested, I would definitely have a closer look at them once I've had a bit more time to experiment and try them out. But yeah, I just want to say a big thank you to Stationery Pal though for getting in touch and letting me choose supplies to then unbox. definitely recommend going checking them out. The prices are really actually good. They've got a good range of stationery in stock. If you're into journaling or keeping scrapbooks or just memories, that kind of thing, then they do have a lot of things that will kind of aid you in that. But they also do have a little bit of a growing art range as well. I noticed they also had some really nice brush sets and some paint sets. So I would definitely go and check it out, see what they've got. If you want to have a close look, I've left all the links in the description box below. I am also an affiliate also through them, so if you click on the link and you buy something, I will get a very small commission, but it won't be anything extra that you have to pay. But yeah, that'll just help me anyway. I hope you guys enjoyed this little unboxing video and swatch testing. I hope you're all well, and I'll speak to you again really soon.